to the December 3rd, 2024 Architectural Review Board meeting. We have a full board here tonight. Let's just see who we have present. Anybody here for First Dunes Development 496 LLC? Lily Pad Holdings LLC 145. Kenneth and Lima Hirsch 80 Olney. Anybody else? You're all with the
We're all
same
together,
group?
yeah.
Let's start with First Dunes Development 496 LLC, 196 Dean Road. This is Lot 2. This is a two-story, single-family dwelling, 5 bedrooms, 5 bath, 2 half baths on piles with a garage under, partially covered rear deck with a balcony above, and FPA 13D. Pool, sanitary, driveway, and landscaping per the ZBA approval, March 16th, 2023. Good evening. Can we get your name, please?
Sure. John Apollo.
I'm sorry,
Apollo.
DiPaolo.
Yep. PAULO. From the Oak Studio. Address is 4402 11th Street.
Done.
Address is 4402 11th Street in LIC. We're here with First Dunes Development 496 LLC this evening. This represents 496 Green Road, Section 16, Block 1, Lot 19. And as stated, it's a 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 2.5 bath, single-family dwelling. First floor is
Okay, before we begin, can you just clarify the property? I went down there, I saw 492, and then I see the cottages, and then I see 500. So what's going on with the property?
So right now, currently the two lots, there's two lots, 496 and 498. 496 is what we're reviewing tonight, and
Is there a
498.
sign that says 496, 498?
As here,
Hi there.
Chad, I'm the owner of the property.
Hi.
I'm helping with so it is the bungalows is the property. So it's, the zoning application was to subdivide the bungalows back to the way it was probably 50 years ago as 2 80-foot lots. That were held together and became one 160-foot lot. So now where they're split up, we're taking the full, all 8 bungalows down. So we have a demolition permit in as well.
Are you taking the two properties?
We are, yeah, 498.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
There were no signs that said 496, 498. It went from 492 right to 500.
Correct, yeah, I think that, First Dunes signs with both ends of the property. Maybe the guys were up with the address on there, but we have 2 First Dunes signs up, one on the east side, one on the left side, west side. And 498 will be on your agenda probably in early January or something like that for a second house on the property. We ended up internally not loving the architecture of that, the facade on that house, so we went back through another round of revisions. They were designed together, and then as you can imagine, taking 2 lots in the middle of Dune Road, one of the charges we gave to Up Studio was, don't make this look like some spec development with 2 of the same exact houses right next to each other, even though the lots are exactly identical with exact identical building envelope, and the programs are pretty similar. So we'd actually said to John and his partners, if you want us to give it to 2 firms, so there's 2 brains on it, we'll do that. But they did a good job. But the second house a little bit more modern than we wanted. And so we wanted to have a modern house and a little more of a transitional house of the 2 next to each other. And so that's why that one's not with you guys yet. It's just getting wrapped up through from engineering. And,
Okay, so 496 is the easterly most. Do you have a site plan that shows it? I just have this package. I don't see a site plan.
a merge site plan? Yeah, we don't have a merge site plan.
You have a site plan that shows the 2 parcels?
I don't think we brought one for this application. No, not together. Not together.
What do you mean together?
Showing both lots.
Maybe you have one that shows this lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the landscape plan, that's the one there, or it's both.
Here you go. Yeah, there's a landscape plan.
See the landscape.
I got that.
Yeah, that we have.
That you have?
We have a small copy of that plan. This is what I was looking for.
Oh, got it, yeah.
All right, I'll let you continue, John.
Let me see, if you need me back.
All right, very good. So I'll just get into the square footage really quickly. First floor is 1678 and a half square foot. Second floor is 1572 point five. Total lot coverage is 2728. Before I get into the landscape plan, I'll just talk about the house briefly. As Chad mentioned, it's modern aesthetic. I'll go through the siding, get that on the record, all the exterior materials for that matter. So we have, majority of the siding is an EFIS, an exterior insulation finish system by Parrot. The color is still gray. You can see that from the sample here. And then there's a bit of accent siding on the second floor. That's natural cedar, tongue and groove. All windows and doors are gonna be by Marvin. Aluminum clad windows and doors, the Marvin Ultimate Series, and that's gonna be in this bright silver color. Garage doors are Clopay, modern steel doors. And those are gonna be in Lustra silver, as well as all the metal copings from Newcastle, as well. And this is a bit of a sample of that. That's it on the house. We can jump to the landscape plan.
What is the mechanical equipment?
All mechanical equipment. Chad, do we have any down low?
So part of the zoning, variance was that we can't have any mechanical platforms for equipment on the sides of the house, so it's gonna be on the roof, some of it, and some of it's under the house, because the house is, got about 6 or so feet from the underside of the deck to the flood.
So whatever is on the roof, is it gonna be lower than the top of the,
Yeah, below the top of the
Below
tower
the top
itself.
for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
on the record, I think you're recording it.
Is that on,
For sure.
is that on the plan?
It's not shown on the plan, but there is shown on the plan, I'm forgetting if it's EDC or somebody, whose plan has it. In the first floor plan, it said pool mechanical equipment, all that below the first floor deck. I don't know if that's what your guys' plans, but if you look at the plan, if you go back to the plan to A109, I think.
Well, if it's below the deck, we're not gonna see it.
Correct, yeah.
But if it's on the roof, we wanna make sure that it's below
Yeah.
the top of the roof.
It will be.
Exactly.
Par-
yeah.
yeah,
I could flip
parapet
to
going
the
over.
Yeah,
section.
there's a parapet on.
Yeah, let me flip to one of the sections and I can show you exactly the height.
It's a 4-foot parapet.
So as you can see, the sections on both of them pick it up. So you can see the top there.
I see the parapet.
Yeah, so you can see that's the parapet there.
The equipment is gonna be lower than that parapet.
Yeah.
You're on the record.
It's on the record for sure, and we'll make sure that's the case, yeah.
All right, I'll let you continue.
We don't want it visible from the street either.
Yeah,
We
we don't
might
want
get a, actually, the fourth thing you want to see it, we take
No.
pretty good detail, to make sure that the roof goosenecks for like the exhaust systems are actually done right. Sometimes you can see those, but with a 4-foot parapet, you
Yeah,
can
they won't see
see
it.
it with a 10-foot parapet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you continue, John.
Okay, great. Any questions on the house itself before I kind of transition to the?
Questions about the materials,
Sure.
the silver, the bright silver.
Sure.
Can I hold one of them? Is that the garage door?
Is
one of these?
A combination of the garage door, and then this is like the metal.
How wide is the trim? It's photographed.
So yeah, so you can see here, metal coping is literally just at the top. So it's just gonna be a small, it's almost invisible.
Okay,
You'll see a very small turn at the top of the coping.
right.
And then this is the window, which you'll see, all windows and doors are the same color.
Yeah.
Um,
Just wanna, is there a reflective nature to this at all, or very
very
matte?
minimal, but it's essentially.
And then the garage door,
The garage door is this here is the coping, which is very smooth. The garage door is a lustre finish, so it has a little bit of kind of,
a sheen.
no, not so much a sheen, but it has like a bit of a feel to it, like a coarser feel.
Right.
And that softens the whatever reflection that it would have.
Okay,
It's not gonna be really smooth like this.
okay,
Like the top of the paper.
yeah. I just,
You
That-
see the concern though, that it would be like
Yeah, south, it's there, yeah.
They're coming, yeah, down.
That area of
We
Dune
talked
Road.
about that as well, but we're comfortable with the fact that it's a matte finish, that it doesn't have a sheen or a shine to it.
Also, we mentioned that the garage doors are set back like 6 feet. Correct.
They're recessed.
It's all under an overhang, so it's actually gonna be a shaded, I think, it would be like the. Maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, down to a couple of low sunlight, touch it. In reality, you can kind of pick it as a ocean house, like a straight or it's sitting.
Yeah, I just think when you're driving down Dune Road, it's really nice to see natural wood shingles. You occasionally see some stucco and it just keeps it a natural vibe. And this to me, in that area of houses in particular, stands out because of the silver.
Yeah.
Um, and I get it, but I find it a little concerning if if it's really bright and reflective. Because if you're driving down, you don't.
Yeah, just on this, while we're here, he hasn't been here before, we've changed stuff while we're talking to you guys in the past. I'm not like married to, I get what you're saying, I'm not married to those garage doors being red silver, you know, they really could be black. You know,
I mean, they could, I think to a point with them being reflex.
Silver's
Valid one.
reflective, however it looks, whether you
With the
mat it or
frames,
not.
maybe De minimis, you know, by the time they're really on the house, that's, you know, whether that were white or silver is, I don't think you really read that, but you're dead on, that's a very big plane of silver right there.
Yeah. What
I
about on the
also-
backside, on the water side? What kind of silver detail is there? Because I'm not really seeing it.
Very,
That's what I
There,
was gonna
oh.
get to, like even the side elevation, the most
Yeah.
of the silver that you're gonna see.
It's in the
garage
front.
Doors, which are set back. I could show you a elevation of the G5. Which would give you a better.
It's still silver garage doors.
Excuse me?
And there's still silver garage doors at the end of the
Oh,
day.
100%. Yeah,
Compared to everything else we have down up and
down.
down Dune Road, you know, silver doors.
Exactly. Flip it around, I'll show you side elevation. So this is the.
better off not started, yeah, better off started presenting it.
Oh.
Was not part of
Quite
the
a big
package.
deck.
That's different, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this is the stucco or the?
Yeah, this is stucco and this is
Okay.
the wood here showing, so
Got it.
that was put there to sort of soften it up. And then
Yeah.
this is, you know, there actually is a house that George Vickers built, it's like, maybe 6 doors down, it's in your package, to the west a little bit.
Right,
That's almost a similar color, but they have bronze, color window frames.
right.
Big windows and some white stucco.
I like the bronze better than the.
I just think it's, yeah. You want it to blend with the natural as well. And the cedar and all of the stucco and I think it's attractive.
Yeah, that's one of the
Very.
reasons why we did we did this down in 20 Cove Lane, these concrete, board form concrete walls as the base. We did it for, it was a big septic retaining wall, and like the
Right.
ground elevation was 2, and we had to bring it up to 10, so we give me an 8-foot wall in the driveway, like crazy look. And, so we did it in board form concrete instead of, because you have to, instead of a big stucco wall in the middle of somewhere, it had to be concrete. And then when you plant in front of it with the natural beach grasses, it really does look beautiful. It's like,
Yeah.
you think about the Parish Art Museum and things like that, like, this is modern, but they have these like brutal materials that soften up in the landscapes in front of them. And that's why Rich, sort of the landscape designer, it's all native grasses.
So what are we winding up with?
I'm married to those, that door could be black, white, you know, we do those doors a lot of times in a metal frame with glass lights that are frosted glass also is another look. So if you guys have if it's really like, you know, a trigger to have that be silver, it doesn't need to be, we could just, you know.
With my colleague down there, I tend to agree, silver just, whether it's matted or silver, it's silver. You know,
Yeah.
when you see it.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
So let's, would it be better as, I know this, my dad is ill and I can't be here, would much prefer those to be glass. So if they were frosted glass lights with, the same matching, just aluminum window frames, this, around the perimeter, so it tied in with the windows above. Would that make sense? Would that be more comfortable?
I feel like it. Can I see your other rendering? Because I think that rendering is so different than the feel of this rendering.
Yes.
And I suppose that there's some, it meets in the middle somewhere probably. Because here it's not reading as silver, you know?
Because you get the shadow.
Yeah.
Shade and shadow. You have multiple copies of that?
I think the reason they like if I can speak for you guys, the simpler door was because it doesn't take away from. It,
I
like,
agree.
hides
I,
that
I
bit,
think
you
that
know?
the simple door is nice
Yeah.
to have versus something that's gonna complicate your glass.
Yeah,
You don't wanna have,
and because it's not part of the white here with white, that's gonna
Yeah.
be off,
right,
you know? Gray, you know, but what you were describing, what I was saying, JD, like, I would have described the texture of the coated door. They're like, they're stamped steel, you know, so it has that like,
It's got like that.
it's a real texture they put on it to hide the fact that it's steel, so, cause otherwise it would be like oil candy, you know?
right.
So that's why they put that texture into it, so it doesn't look that way. So I don't think it's gonna be reflective, honestly, at all. And as you can see, it's a multi-segmented door. It's
Yeah.
got a, like,
I like this, the way this looks. I think it's natural. It's not detracting, catching your eye, you know, it's blending.
I don't think that's the color of the door, that's a shadow on the door.
Yeah.
What you say?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's over.
the door this color.
But it's set back, it's in the,
It's step back, but not that kind of shadow.
Six.
Always, yeah.
Always, yeah. And then just the concern on the side, like this is each side, I just say like, so like as far as the silver showing on the sides, I think you know, that the garage doors are your biggest concern, but like you can see the sides, like much more.
This is where you get heavy sunlight also, the only sides.
And the silver's
Doesn't
on the
make-
side. It's not on the
Not,
side.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
and this is, you know, the white, so it's
Yeah.
kind of, right.
so what are we agreeing with, somebody
Oh, you guys tell us, if you want us to change it to like,
going?
something else to do it,
I think if it's
Gla-
textured,
Glass,
recessed,
no glass.
I think,
or
I don't,
just the-
I think
or
that
just the
that
color.
becomes a whole other thing.
Right, so you wanna just,
We supply a sample of that.
I think it'd be awesome to see what that garage door looks like. Yeah, yeah.
I think you're right. I think it's not depicted in either one of those samples. It's the metal coping, it's the window itself. But
Right.
the door, the finish on that door, like you said, it's kind of stamped. It kind of relieves that sheen and the
Got it.
concern of.
yeah, it's not smooth metal.
It's
So-
not, yeah.
so
No, I think
when
that'd
can
be
you
helpful.
submit that?
We just have, I don't know if we have one in the studio, but like if we have one, I would have brought one, but we could source it. We can get it here within a week.
Bring it in to Kerry,
That's fine.
okay?
And we'll also get,
So-
let's get some photos from the manufacturer of the door. They probably have a constant generator.
Yeah, precedent images of
Yeah.
it.
I don't wanna hold up the approval on the house, let's go to the, landscaping plan. Okay. You show a, fence on what would be the west side of the property, you have an X on that. I don't see anything on the east side, so what's happening?
The fence on the west side is actually not on our property. That's existing fence on a neighbor's property. It's an existing.
On the west side or the east side?
I'm sorry, the east side.
Right,
Yeah, on the west side, there's no plan where I'm showing the plan between the two, that's the internal lot line between the two lots. So we can just screen that with vegetation and no fence.
well, we have a pool,
It pulls up on the deck.
Yeah.
And so we have a back pool, we have a barrier. If you look at the rear elevation, you can see there's a staircase.
on this plan, where is the fence for the pool?
You know, he's not giving you as much detail as the architectural plan has. The architectural plan shows the details of the staircase to the grade. The pool's up, right? So
Yeah.
the pool barrier is formed as a fence at the bottom of the staircase. And the house.
If you could indicate on this plan where the fence is for the pool?
We just go for. I don't think we have it on there.
Saying this is elevated, so we're putting a fence down
Yeah.
here. And have a fence here, and fence here.
Say glass fence.
But there's no fence on the inside here, so it is.
Well, they don't need it if it's up on.
Yeah.
You have it in your mouth. It is. Called out? I didn't know that anyway. Because Brad didn't pick that up yet.
Yeah,
That's New York State code.
exactly.
Yes, he's all,
Like I said, he's only got it on that one side.
so we can amend the landscape plan with it.
Yeah.
You could draw it. It's literally right here. That's the end of the pier. Okay, a note that says, pool fence. And I think Richie has that note on. And ironically, he wrote, all doors with direct access to pool to be alarmed with to the pool code.
Right, I'm just asking you to just mark it on there with your pen.
Mark it on the bottom there, just, you know. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought you were saying the fence is up on the deck.
It's, the way it works is that there's a staircase down, there's a railing.
I
up
see
to the
that.
deck. There's a
Oh,
staircase
yeah.
down to grade, and then when you get down to grade, there's a 4 foot high, it's really the railing and platform, but it's
This is
4
what,
foot high.
this is what he marked up. Sorry to take
Yeah.
so much time here, but
No. It's just done. In your renderings, in your guys' drawings, you have it, this little platform you picked up right here, Tom. This has a gate around it, this whole thing, it's like the staircase, this is the staircase comes down. He just like sort of summarizes it.
Oh, I see. I
Drawing?
misunderstood.
Yeah, so just fix your note here and just write,
So there.
yeah, 4 foot high gate at
Right.
base of stairs.
Just the-
Per residential code. Thank you for your.
Is the driveway staying the same?
As
The
existing?
yeah, what's
It-
there now? Like,
Well, I mean, it's gonna be,
whatever.
we have to put a whole
Dug
septic
up.
to the IA system and infiltrator and all that, but it's, the slope's gonna be pretty much the same. And there'll be a lot less driveway, because right now the whole property is just
Right.
driveway.
Huge.
The drawing here shows the, driveway being, it's just in front of the garage doors, so it's around. 5 feet wide.
No gate or anything going in,
Am I
right?
crazy?
It's
Oh,
open,
no, yeah,
right,
that's-
okay.
am I crazy? I thought he's putting the fence around here.
No, so what we're saying is that because the thing is elevated, the only way you can get to it is the stairs, and you're putting a fence by the stairs, but there's no fence around the pool when the pool gets up. It's completely open.
Correct, yeah, when you're walking at the property, the pool is gonna be, the ground is at elevation 5, the first floor is at elevation 4.
I understand.
9 feet above your head.
Here's the
Yeah.
back, here's the pool. Is there a fence around the pool at all? Except for downstairs, we have
Is there
the
a
stairs.
fence on the deck?
There's a rail, guardrail on the deck.
Does it meet code?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking you to indicate,
That's where I get confused.
Sorry, because he's got that on the record.
Yeah.
please.
So you just wanna show it around the
Yeah.
Well,
A guardrail, yeah, got it.
That's what we could do is still, we could have him on the landscape plan.
Well, the 498 one will have it all technically, we have that already submitted, but we'll unsubmit the, landscape plan, have that cleaned up.
I thank you and the other applicants.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Any other questions from the board? Okay, can we get a motion to approve the applications subject to receiving the sample in a week.
Move that we approve it, subject to the sample that we received next week.
Okay. Anybody want to make that? a
I'll make the motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, everybody, appreciate your time, thank you for your contact.
Well. So you can take back. Okay, next we have the application for Lily Pad Holdings LLC, 145 Dune Road. This is for a detached two-car garage. Good evening. How are you?
Craig Oren, from the Castellon,
Just come up.
Craig Oren, from Castellon, 132 Main Street.
Great.
Here on behalf of the applicants, looking to do a simple two-car garage, for an existing dwelling located at 155 Dean Road. We're proposing everything, all the finishes to match the existing house. Just natural, red heated single, heated painted roof, classic white trim. As for your light fixtures will be sort of a dark bronze color. All of the just standard glass, nothing decorative or mirrored. Just clear driveway materials, all going to match exactly what we have. I did submit a landscape plan. Generally speaking, everything is completely hidden from the road. They are looking to do kind of enhance some of the landscaping, some additional trees, some replacement,
But it's basically staying the same with that
Exactly.
driveway and the entrance
Exactly.
down the driveway going down the middle.
Exactly. Some additional edging, changing out along the side.
It's quite an elaborate plan.
Trust me, I got the landscape plan and I didn't realize they were doing like the driveway, like the border edging. When I asked the landscape architect, I was like, oh, okay, this seems like a lot for my little garage that we're doing, but nonetheless, it's, I guess, really kind of enhancing, what we're doing. But overall, just very natural, and,
I'm just gonna ask you if I can get a copy of this rendering without all the creases so I could put it on my wall. It's beautiful.
It is.
It's a beautiful drawing. You're an artist.
You don't get to use any, use all the computerized rendering, many people don't do much of it.
There's no gate or anything.
So. Better within, really just maintaining kind of enhancing the whole natural feel of what we.
I can get the creases out of.
Suitable for framing.
Okay. Any questions on this application?
I just asked about the gate and that's theirs.
Can we get a motion to approve this application?
Yep, I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
Craig.
good luck.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good holiday.
Nice drawings.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have the application for Kenneth and Lima Hirsch, 80 Onek Road. This is a two-story, single-family dwelling, 6 bedrooms, 7.5 bath over a finished basement, with a cellar entrance and 2 egress wells, an attached 2-car garage, covered entry patio, fireplace, attached partially covered rear deck with balconies above, swimming pool with an integral hot tub, a deck and enclosure fence, sanitary system, the driveway and landscaping. Good evening.
Good evening, members of the board. My name is Jason Ormond, architect here for 80 Elmwood Road. If I may, I want to give you updated checklist.
Okay.
I just neglected to
Just-
put the metal roof, the lower metal roofs.
Bear with me for a minute. Okay, sorry.
It was just the lower metal roofs that I didn't list on the original checklist.
Okay.
And I also have pictures of the current site now. Now that the house has been demoed. It's,
If you could just tell us about the materials on the house to
Sure.
start it?
Okay, so the roof, the upper roofs are asphalt, weathered wood blend. The lower roofs at the front of the house are a matte gray finish metal, standing seam metal. Siding materials, Peter shingle, stained, solid stained white, as well as some hardy board, board and batten. That's also white. All the trim material will be AZEK, which is white. The doors and the entry door will be black. The rest of the doors, sliders, any kind of glass will be white. The windows, the casement windows, also white. The garage doors would be metal and glass, but the metal would be white with a frosted glass finish. Fences will be white vinyl.
Well, those are the materials on the house. Anybody have any questions? Decide.
Just the metal roof, where is that?
In the front.
On the front, just over the entry and flanking the entry.
The front door on there? Okay.
Okay, if there's no more questions on the house, can we move to the site plan?
Excuse me, did Mike ask about sconces? Is that what he was asking about? I didn't hear what you
I was
asked.
just asking where the metal roof was.
Oh, okay.
It's over the front door, I guess, on the side, right?
Where is the lighting on the house? Like at
There'll be sconces at the entry underneath the entry porch there, that covered area, they'll be black.
on either side?
Yeah,
Okay.
and some recessed soffit lighting up there. So there as well. And in the rear of the house, the recess under the covered patio.
Okay, and the material on the garage,
There's also board and batten, the hardy board, white doors, white windows. And the same roof.
Same kind of roof.
Yeah.
any questions on the garage?
The
Okay.
lights,
Sorry?
the lights
The lights.
on the garage.
On the garage, will also be sconces either side of the garage door. But
Okay, can we move to the site plan?
the planting, will be, green, varieties around the perimeter of the property,
Just on can we talk about the fence? Is it white?
white vinyl, yeah.
And is it around all either side? Because we saw in the back there, on the picture here, there's a wooden fence facing old, new, facing the wrong way.
Right, yeah, no, that'll all be, place a new fence in front of that, yeah.
And then
What work's on their property will be downloaded a new fence,
and the vegetation will go in front of the fence?
correct.
Because on here it shows it behind the fence.
Which portion?
Down the side, down the back, down the side.
So, I mean, on the property side, on Hirsch's property, the green giants will be in front of the fence.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't show it on the plan, that's what I'm trying to say. It says a
Well, it only-
6-foot high stockade fence, and I don't think stockade is what you told us about the white vinyl.
Sorry, the white vinyl is what you'll see from the road. That's the, pool enclosure fence. That'll be to the right of the garage, to the left of the house.
So where it says stockade fence,
Yeah, that actually, that would be a wood stockade. That is only from where the, pool enclosure is on the west side and back by the garage on the east side, surrounding the backyard. Behind the trees.
Okay, but you have the trees, should be in front of the fence, not behind the fence.
So we can just, so just where I put the X is where the stockade is behind the trees. I'm not sure what you're referring to as far as being in front of the trees.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the, I can only deal with the plan that was provided, but, you know, just what we're looking at.
So the fence is on the property line.
But, yeah, but the trees, the fence has to be behind the trees.
yeah, I think what he's celebrating is, first of all, the plan shows a 6-foot high stockade fence.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be stockade?
No, that will be around that portion unless, I mean, we hadn't had that discussion yet, but, I mean, I'd rather see a white vinyl 6-foot high fence around that
So you're suggesting that where it says
stockade.
stockade is a white
6-foot
vinyl
white
fence?
vinyl, yeah.
Yeah, that's why what confused me is that's what's on the.
Right, but it-
Right.
it-
Yeah,
if that's the
like-
case, then it's a very attractive fence.
So I can note that.
What Mike is saying is he wants to see the arborvitae on the outside of that fence.
So the neighbors don't see the stockade?
Fence.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yes,
realize.
I missed, that's what I was saying, it didn't
Gotcha.
quite come out that way.
Okay.
So,
But I would prefer to change this, wherever it says stockade, I'm gonna write, nope, that is a 6-foot white vinyl fence.
right, but the plantings would be on the neighbor's side?
No,
I think that's
That's what we're saying.
That's what you're saying.
okay,
So
Yeah,
the
normally
other
they would.
alternative might be to do a
So if you
chain
just-
link fence
mhm. Okay, behind, so that,
so that the plantings on the property line is a buffer to the neighbors,
okay,
instead of the neighbors seeing, 100
A huge white fence around it.
177
Understood.
foot white, well, not, doesn't go all the way, 100-foot white fence.
gotcha.
Are there plantings already in place where that stockade is, on the other side of the stockade? Does that stockade definitely belong to the 80?
I don't know, because if I couldn't see it on the, survey that I have.
Yeah, because the good side is facing out. I can see bushes there.
Go ahead.
There may be bushes existing behind that stockade.
At the other
Yeah, but
side.
if you look at the plan, I went down there and took some pictures in case you didn't have any. And this is pretty barren.
Yeah.
You could take a look at those. What I'm gonna suggest is he go back to the owner, read, you know, review the fence.
Okay.
I have a question about the east side of the fence too.
Mhm.
On the east side of the house, I see where the fence is on the west side, where it meets the house. Do you see where the proposed parking and
Yeah.
Where, is there a fence on that side of the house or no?
There's not, that would only be, the green giants there creating that border, and then,
Okay,
there's a pool enclosure fence off of the garage that would meet the other fence, that's the perimeter.
The fence is only around the
I
pool
see
side.
that.
Yes. Well,
No.
well, no, it goes up to the, on the west side of the house, all the way up to the front of the house.
And on the east side, where the detached garage is, there's an area between the southwest corner of the detached garage that
Yeah, that's-
should meet the raised patio.
Sorry, I fixed down there, that was there's a gate there. So there's a, pool enclosure fence, white vinyl again, that will
Okay,
go from the corner to the raised patio.
okay. And so I think the only issue is the fence going around the property. Are you okay with approving the house so that they can get started and have him come back at some point with a, well, I think the landscape tied in with the fence, so.
Right.
If
So
we
I'll just
can-
update the.
Yeah,
Yeah, the question is,
say it
the
again.
question is the fence.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peggy, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm all game for that. I just wondered where the pool equipment was being hidden.
That will be behind the garage on the north side.
Am I missing that?
It's not shown on there, but I'll update that as well.
Behind the detached garage on the north part of
Correct,
the garage,
Oh, I see, okay.
hidden from the road.
Correct.
Dawn, Andrea? Okay, so if we can get a motion to,
Okay,
Peggy, go ahead.
so we're gonna motion to approve.
Yeah, if we can get a motion to approve the house, subject to Mr. Ormond coming back with a
Modified.
modified, good word, modified plan for the fence and landscaping. We have a second on that?
I'll second it.
So Peggy,
I made the
Mike.
motion.
Second?
those in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thanks, sir.
thank you. So, I'm gonna have
We
to-
sign it in.
We have to sign the.
should we do that downstairs? What do you want to do?
Sam,
Probably be easier with a bigger table.
Yep. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Those in favor?
Need to talk to Terry about it. Really.
Let me know when you're off.